Hi everybody, welcome back to Fake It to Make It, or hi if you're new, I'm Katie. Today is a little truth time, some real talk. I have not been good with my budget. Well, rather, especially not good with my budgeting. I did not even fill out my September monthly budget. And I have not yet stuffed my cash envelopes. I have an envelope of cash to put in my cash envelopes, which are really these things, this little 13 pocket, little, I don't even know what you want to call this, like it's like an index card organizer. But I have two of these that are technically my cash envelopes, quote unquote. But and I think because maybe this isn't quite working for me and how I want to budget and to plan. So I hope, with being honest with you, that I have fallen off the budgeting wagon. This will help to hold me a little bit accountable. And this has been a wax and waning kind of a process for me. I will do really good for a while and then I kind of fall back off the wagon. So I'm trying to get back on, and we're going to start with this video. And I'm going to start by this weekly expenses. I really want this to be more of a savings sinking fund tracker. So I'm gonna kind of do a little planner magic, cover some of this up to make it work for me and what I need it for. So we are in the third week of September. I could have waited till October, but there's no time like the present, especially when it comes to budgeting, right? So this may be an odd video for the third week of September, but this is where I'm at. This is real life. I want to get better about my budgeting. And so after this very long-winded explanation, I'm going to pull these out. And I think that will I just do one? It's going to do one sheet. Sorry. I wanted to count how many categories I had. I'm going to do one sheet and we're going to test it out. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'll be honest. We'll see. I've pulled some of my budgeting sticker books. I think I'm going to go with this one. I like this colorway a little bit better. So, I want to cover up this weekly, the expenses, because what I really want is for this to be saving. So I'm just looking for a box in here. You know what? Let's just go. I know I'm usually a neutral planner, but we're going to rainbow it up, guys. I'm going to use these stickers. Let me find my little tools. There we go. Oh my gosh, I love these little pouches. They are perfect. Look at all my goodies I have in here. All like my little planning essentials. I love it. And they do have, Happy Planner has a new one for Miss Maker that's gray and has like the little Miss Maker kind of goods on it. Will that cover that up? Good. You can white out the edges. Honestly, I don't mind so much that that's peeking through, because this planner for me, this budget planner, is definitely more functional than decorative. I love decorative planning, but my goal for this planner is not to have everything look nice and pretty. It is for it to be functional. Weekly spending. Those are there's some cute stickers in here. I don't know if I may just end up whiting out and writing over it. Let me pull out colorful boxes. Although if I do put a colorful box there, then is that going to look funny? Like if they're not all, that's too much. And they're going to overlap. Okay. Changing direction. I'm going to white these out again. May not be the prettiest, but you know what? This is about function. Easy peasy. Okay. So next, I want to write my categories in. Oh, let me look. So date, category, amount, need, want. I feel like I need to change one of these categories. I think I want to put like what, not want, but the actual amount. little piggy banks. Let's see, will this work here? That cover up. That'll work. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is categorize everything that I'm saving for. So we're going to do a little filling in here. Let's see, this is for the week of 9, 19, 21. And this is for my savings. All right, and so what I'm going to do then, I've shown you my little cash envelope. I got this on Amazon. I love this thing. It fits nicely in a little safe, but keeps everything together. It has this nice little closure, so I don't have, 20 envelopes, and it expands really nice. You can put your categories on the top, and then I keep an index card in, and this works for me. I have 2 of them. So I am going to just go through my categories on both sets of my cash envelopes and fill that in. And actually, I think I'm going to bring you guys down a little bit so you can kind of see better what I am doing. Yeah. So first category will be Christmas. I have a card. Oh, I don't like how that's writing over that. Oh, well, I'm going to leave it. I just said it doesn't matter. This is supposed to be functional. Maybe for the next one I do, maybe I'll do like a label the next time. Cut some labels so it looks a little bit better. And then I have a medical category. Kids. This is for like my kids' activities, things like that. I have a vacation. I have hair, clothing, holidays. So this is every holiday but Christmas. Let's see, I have a home category. I have a graduation category. Yes, my son graduated. However, my daughter will be graduating next year. She's a junior. So you know what? I'm still going to be saving for graduation. I like to keep a little savings separate in cash at home for little things that may pop up. Okay. Other bathroom. Envelope for that. Yard. There's always stuff I'm wanting to do. I'm going to put yard. Outdoors. I would like some new patio furniture next year. Separate. Also, kitchen. I would like to remodel my kitchen eventually. And then I also have a college, which is, again, for fees, things like that. Not necessarily the college savings account, but stuff like if we want to go on a road trip, my daughter wants to go visit a college, and we stay overnight or anything, I'm going to start putting money in there. Again, she's a junior, so these are things that will be coming up this year. So, okay, so I have this. I have my 2 little envelope systems here, and I'm going to go ahead and start writing down what I am adding in. And I think what I'll do is put the amount here that I'm actually putting in, and then the total here. Some of these I don't know that I will have a goal per se, and some I do. So that's how we're going to do it. We'll see if it works. There may be changes in the future, but you never know unless you start, so I'm just going to start. I forgot there's actually a couple other envelopes or a couple other index cards that I haven't marked off yet. So, I'm going to add these items in. So a couch for our basement. We put our old couches down here. Eventually I would like to get new ones. It's not it's not vital. Let's just say that, right? We have couches. They work fine. They're just old. I would like an upgrade. They're old furniture that we put in the basement, as most people do, right? So I would like to have some new stuff. So I'm setting a fund up for that. And then my daughter would like a new bed, a little redo of her room. So I'm also setting up a fund for that. So let us get started. So we're going to start with this envelope. Let's make sure you guys are in frame. So I have a little over $800 that we will be using to stuff our envelopes today. It's quite a bit of money. I'm excited to have that much to save. So let's get started. Okay, so today is actually the 20th. My goal for Christmas would be to have $3,000. Like a lot of money to you, to some it may not. 100 is what I needed, so here is 100. So I'm going to get out of my little cash envelope, and we're going to add 100 on here. So I have 205. So I am way behind. I mean, this, let's just be honest, I'm way behind where I want to be for this goal by now. I also usually get a bonus towards the end of the year that will go towards this as well. I'm not very worried about it. But honestly, if I had been budgeting and doing it the, you know, budgeting by paycheck, I would have been setting aside a set amount of money this whole year towards this goal, but I haven't. I kind of fell off the wagon. This is just the truth of the matter. I'm trying to be honest. It's okay. We're not always perfect, but I'm trying, and we're starting fresh. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 205 is what I have saved so far. So, and then we'll tuck that back in the envelope. Next is car. This I don't have necessarily a set amount, to be honest. Oh, I just put that in the wrong spot. Shoot. I just did this wrong. I just did this backwards, you guys. Need. Like, look, where I said we're not all perfect, need 3,000. Amount that I just put in 100. Good grief. All right, back on track. So for the car, I'm gonna pull out that. I don't have a set amount. So that was right. I don't have a set amount that I need. This is just for maintenance, oil changes, things like that. I'm going to put in 100 new tires. I do have a used car. I'm going to put in 100 new tires. I do have a used car. So if you don't know, there was an accident and my lease car got totaled. Luckily, everybody was okay. That is the important thing. But my husband and I decided, personally, I was sick of having a car payment, and we had saved, and we were able to buy a used car for cash, which I'm so thankful for. But that's going to come with upkeep expenses. So that's why I'm putting a little bit more into this car budget. I want to fatten it up because something may break. It's used. It's not shiny and new, which is fine. So I want to fatten this budget up a little bit because I did spend some money when we bought it, you know, on oil changes and a couple things that it needed. So I should have 260. So 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, and 60. So 260 is what I have now. And I know that I have the same number written on this index card, but this is nice to have in my budget that I don't have to pull this out of the safe every time to be able to see like what I have, which is what I've done in the past. So I'm glad that I'm making this sheet. I think it'll be so much more useful. So birthday, I think I'm going to do $20. And again, with this, I don't really have a goal in mind. I just want to have a little money set aside. So let's see, organize this in a fashion. I should have 135 plus 20 is 155. So let's count before I write it on here and make sure, because sometimes I pull money and forget to write it down. 120, 130, 40, 50, 55, 155. Perfect. And that is a really good place for me to be. Both my kids have summer birthdays, and I'll be honest, like those are usually the ones I spend the most money on. So that is good there. And then next is medical. Medical, I'm going to put 50 into. You know, we do have health insurance, but that doesn't cover everything. If like we need dental work, for example, I feel like that's always so expensive. So I like to have a little bit of money set aside just in case, just because that stuff can be expensive. So 320 is what I should have. So 1, 2, 250, 270, 290, 310, 315, 320. Perfect. So we're going to add 50, and then we should have 320, which we do. And again, I don't necessarily have a goal for this. Well, maybe we'll say 500. When I get to 500, we'll see how I feel. If I feel like we need more, but I think 500 would be a nice place to be, right? All right, next up is my kids fund. So this goes, kids fund is basically for fees for their sports and different things. My son's in college now, he's in community college, so I don't really have those type of fees. So I guess this is more for my daughter and her sports. She does travel soccer, which can be pretty expensive. So for this, we're going to add 40. And honestly, my goal for this would be to have 4,000. Now, I don't know that I will ever quite be there because the fees are always like, I'm constantly paying fees like every couple months. So ideally in a year, that's how much I would have in this account. I don't know that it will ever get to that point, if that makes sense, because I just paid some fees. I just paid over $700. So they kind of brought it back to 0. So we're going to add 40. So we're at $40 with this. I'm going to tuck that in there. Next is vacation. Vacation, I'm starting from scratch. We're going to throw $50. And I think for vacation, honestly, a nice budget would be $2,000. Oops, I didn't add it on my index card, so plus 50. We will put that back in there. Next, hair. So for haircuts, we just got haircuts again. But again, I was not doing good about saving for this. I think I'm going to do 50. So 20, 40, and 10. Make 50. So my goal for this would be, let's say I'm trying to think how much our haircuts cost. I'm going to put 200. And that should be enough for haircuts for my kids and I, plus tip. My husband takes care of his own. Clothing. We have no more in the clothing budget because we got back to school clothes and then soccer uniforms, all that good stuff. So I want to do 50. Take that out of our cash pile. And again, this is something I don't necessarily have a goal. So 20, 40, 45, and 50. I just like to have a little bit aside. So set aside 50. I don't anticipate the kids needing anything anytime soon. They all got, I mean, my kids too, they're teenagers, so they don't grow like little kids. So it's not, they just got a bunch of stuff. So if they get anything else, it's more of a want and not a need. They have winter coats from last year that should still fit them. So let's see, for holidays, I think I was going to do 20. Yeah. Again, not really, don't have a set goal for this. I mean, if I really thought about it, I suppose maybe $200. But again, my kids are older. We're spending less on other holidays. 20, 40, 60, 80. So that is good there. Holidays. Tuck that back in there. Next will be home. So this is like home decor. This is more of a things that I want, although it could be something that comes up throughout the year that we need. And I'm going to do $50 here. Like, I used part of this money, we purchased a stove. And so I started over with this budget because that went to that, which was fine. 5. Or if I want a new piece of furniture, this could go, I know I added couch down here, but if I decided to do this, this could go towards the couch. So this is just for things around the house. For example, like our faucet leaked, so I used some of this money last year to buy a new kitchen faucet. So 10, 12, so this should be $225. Let's see, 20, 40, 45, 50. Let's add this all in. Home, what did I just say, 50? Yes. Do I have a goal? No, I do not have a set goal for this. And then let me count this before I write that in. 1, 120, 140, 160, 180, 190, 95, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 225. Oh shoot, I did not write in for the holidays either. Well, let me finish this. So 225 into the home, and then we're going to put this in our envelope. And then what did we have totaled for the holidays? Was $80. Sorry guys, I forgot to write that in. Perfect. All right, graduation. Graduation, I think we were going to do 20. I think that's in this other envelope. No, it's still in this one. Oh, yep, here it is. Graduation. So we're starting over. My son graduated. We spent all that money, and now we're starting over. So, and this will be over 2 years. Ideally, I think I would like to have, I'm trying to think, graduation. This should be graduation / senior year. I think ideally, I want to have about $3,000 between a party, graduation pictures, prom. Yeah, I would rather save too much and have a little left over, and it will just go to like college tuition, than to not save enough. All right, is that everything from this one? I think it is. All right, so now we're moving into my second little cash envelope system. So bathroom renovation. Oh, I totally skipped over savings. Okay, sorry, skipped over savings, which is, it's because I went out of order. Savings is going to be $100, 20, 40, 60, 81. My goal for this, there's not a goal. Like, I feel like savings, can you ever have too much savings? No. So we're going to add $100, which would make this $140. And again, I have a savings account like at the bank. This is just stuff that pops up around the house. Once this reaches a certain point, I deposit this in the bank. Like maybe once I got to $1,000 or something. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 140. Okay, now we're done with this envelope. So let's put this into cash savings. Okay, now this one is done. You can pop that to the side. Okay, Bathroom. Let's see, bathroom remodel. Oh, savings. See, I didn't even add that. What am I doing? I'm getting way ahead of myself. 140. Bathroom. 3,000. My husband is also saving. We do keep some finances separate, so I know that may be weird for some people. That's okay. I'm going to do $40. Yeah, like I said, some things we do separately. It all comes together in the end, but so when I'm doing these numbers, this is just stuff I'm saving. So this will be 105. And I know not everybody does that or may have an opinion, but everyone has to do what works for them, and this is what works for us. And we've been married for 18 years, together like 20 years. So it's been working this long. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 105. So we're just going to keep doing it this way. Bathroom. So we're going to tuck that in. So I should have 105. All right, next is the yard outdoor. Like I said, next year I would love to get some patio furniture. So I think we're just going to throw in $20. So I would say for this, maybe we'll say $1,500 is my goal for that. I think that will be good for some new patio furniture, plus some other stuff, you know, mulch, whatever, what have you. The normal things that you need for outside. 20, 40, 60, 70, 85. So now I have a total of 85. You guys will have to let me know down below how you budget. Do you do a cash system? Do you keep track of things like this? Is this something that would work for you? You'll have to let me know. I'm very curious as to how other people budget, what works for them, because sometimes it gives you an idea, right? You may have an idea I haven't thought of that would work wonderfully for me. So always curious about that. So kitchen renovation, 20. Oh my gosh. I'm afraid to even write a number there. It would be a lot. I'm going to say $10,000. We're a long ways away. That's all right though. You got to start somewhere. So 85 plus my husband is also saving. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 85. And that is for kitchen. We will throw that in there. Shelby's car I'm going to take out because we just actually bought my daughter a used car. College, shoot, and I don't have an envelope for this. I'm going to do 20. And I think for this, 300 would be good. 20, 30, 40, $50. I need to find, I've recently kind of rearranged my office and I don't have it quite back together yet. So it's something that I need to take care of. Couch. Find my index cards so I can add my index cards to my drawer so I can find it. Oh, what am I doing? 45. 45. Add 20. 20, 45. And I would say couch. So we have 2 sets of couches down here. In a perfect world, I would like to replace them both. So, I'm going to say 3,000 to get a couple new couches. We'll see if that changes. And then Shelby's bedroom. I don't necessarily have a goal set for this. So, and the rest of the money I have will be going towards my daughter's room redo. So 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. So we are going to add $55. It should make a total of 80. So we just counted this. This was 55, 75, 80. And we're going to say maybe 1,000. And I need to label these. I have not labeled those yet. So it's going to bring you up so you can see. So that is it. That is it for my sinking fund tracker. Again, the idea, I know that you can see the white out, it's shiny. The idea isn't that this is maybe the prettiest page, but just that it is functional. That's all I need it to be, to function, to keep track of what I'm saving. So I'm not pulling stuff out of the safe. I can keep this in my budget planner and know exactly how much I have saved, which I like. And actually, maybe we'll throw a quote on here. Maybe we'll make it a little pretty. Is there a fun little quote or something? How about like a nice little inspirational quote? We'll throw that on there. Just for a giggle. Maybe we'll even put it here. This is all the same day. There we go. So that's it. Guys, let me know if this is something that you think would work for you, what you would do differently, or how you track your sinking funds if you use sinking funds. I'm definitely curious to know. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these kind of videos, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below so I know if this is the kind of content you want to see, and consider subscribing. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for your support, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.